Here's 3 steps to success when you're filing a power saw.
Tell you I could bottle that. Lovely. Cuckoo.
Oh yeah! Oh, that's what I'm talking about right there. Work positioning is so important. I file a saw both-handed, this way and this way. I'm right on the saw. 7/30 seconds on a 3/8 chain. There's all kinds of things we can do, baby C, sister C. Those are all just things that I experimented through the years and shared with you guys. But getting down to business, wanting to get on the stump or get the firewood going, 7/30 seconds with a 3/8 chain or 404.
Friends, good morning. Just a quick synopsis here, or synopsis, whatever it is. This is not a filing video. It starts out like this, but I want to show you that we go straight from the bench, straight to the wood. Vartan's got some huge blowdown, and I've shown some of the members some of that already, but it's coming to you today, and we're running these vintage saws on a couple of pipe blowdown first. Just beauties. So that's coming up later in this video, but there's a few little tips here that might just help you. So we don't do a long one here in the beginning, but there is a bit of filing tips for you. Positioning, good file, stuff like that. Check it out. Enjoy. I love yous. Members, check out your emojis.
Now, work positioning is huge. The tip of my bar can't go anywhere. This is a 32-inch bar on a Hot Rod Tin Man Super Pro 70. Love this saw. It's erratic and crazy runnability, but when you're in it, it's working and I love it. It's like an old hot rod. Now, I'm running some Still RS or Still Full House chain on here. I'll bring you in closer, but friends, work positioning is huge. You can't be flopping around anywhere. Be solid in your position, okay? Secondly, a good file. Don't play around with a worn out file. On a 32-inch bar, I don't care the file name brand you use, Oregon Still, whatever. On a 32-inch bar, full house chain, 4 or 5 filings, maybe. That's just what it is. Okay? So, work positioning is huge. Little push, little pull. Your angles are obviously huge. Don't worry so much about getting your teeth the same strokes or the same size. It's just not, it's not realistic in a firewood setting. But this is definitely needing assistance here. This doesn't have a handbrake, this saw. I'll bring you guys in now. Okay, so let's make sure we're in there. In the view. We're perfectly in the view. But friends, honestly, you don't have to have this crazy hook. I'm going to dig a little bit more gullet right now just because it's that time. But this is a 7/30 seconds file, so watch what happens here. Watch the change. I got my tip jammed up ahead there. Here we go. I've only filed this about 2 or 3 times. But watch what happens now, because I'm working on my top plate right now, and they're light strokes, okay? Look what just happened. See what just happened? I pulled gullet, a little bit more gullet here. See, there's the actual burr. It leaves instantly, right? But there's the hook. It's nothing crazy, friends. You don't have to have it all nuts. Watch what happens. Okay, are you guys with me on this? Okay? It's pretty much with the same angle. Now, I want to bring this back in the next one into view. Okay, there we go. Please tell me that worked out nice. Let's check our view. You're darn tootin' it did. We're right in there. Can you see the little shiny tooth, friends, at the top? Just a little bit there. Little raggedness. Okay? Here we go. I'm pushing down, friends. Watch the tooth change. Watch this now. I'm training this chain to where I want it for the wood I'm going into. See how it's kind of convex? There it comes. Now it's coming straight. And there you go. So our little burr on the bottom there, that'll come off. There it goes. It just fell off. Now that is a good looking tooth right there. It just is. It's a beauty. It's not crazy. You don't need it, especially when your rakers are good. Okay, friends? So that was the key. That was our little key there to what we were doing. I hope this is helping you. Okay, we'll do another one. I'll bring another one back. Glorious. This is what that process looks like back here. Just pull this back. This is what this looks like. So, get your raker gauge on there. Toughen up your vice grip fingers and get to it. So, oh no, that was a bar plate. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. Oh. Okay. Let's get this square. Let's see if we maybe there it is. We're on it. Pull it up. Look at all the looseness there. Look at that. See? So there we are. But, you know what? All right, friends, you just saw me file up my power saws. Oh, there's our animal here. Oh, you got a few gray hairs on that little creature there. Up at Vartan's, we got our splitter up here, and we got some blowdown. Oh dear, do we ever. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Can you guys see the blowdown? Look at Vartan.
Hey,
There he is.
what are you doing on my property?
I just thought I'd stop by and see if I was still welcome here.
Get out of here, you damn hippie.
All right, I'm leaving.
No, I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Oh, I see.
I'm happy to see you.
Okay, good. Well, we're happy to see you. We missed you.
Yeah.
I see up in the distance that we have some trees on the ground.
Yeah. If only there was a guy with a chainsaw around.
Well, I know a couple guys, but I know guys that you would like on your property. Others I wouldn't bring over.
Sketchy characters.
Yeah, there's a couple sketchy characters out there, but I know one guy. We'll see if we can't get him.
Okay.
Let's have a look. So friends, here we are. There's our retreat road with a couple of big firs laying across it. Now, friends, you've heard me all talk about root rot. You guys have been here. You've seen me pull this wood out. To be honest with you, Vartan has let some trees just kind of go to the wayside. There's our block up there. We may end up using that again. Gosh, that's beautiful.
Straight.
These are, okay, so if you want to know what these are, friends, in the market, they're poles. They're poles. So, and look at this. This is the class example of root rot. And this isn't terrible root rot, but it's there, look. And graveled soil, so nice deep hole. But this is root rot. See it, friends? It's that white armorilla or whatever they call it, it's gone. There's nothing holding the roots to the ground. Look at this one. Just pop right off. Guy needs to be peaceful sometimes, Vartan.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go get that chuck of mine and those saws so we don't have to pack them up here.
Okay, I'll let you do your thing.
Yeah, I won't be long. It's gonna get dark. Okay, well, you may as well look at your log before you drop it in the dirt. Just make a little bit of a plan, right? It's up in the air there, it's on a hump there, but as soon as I buck this, this is gonna, I'm hoping the root ball and that little like fulcrum there will hold this mainly up. Friends, I had this saw fired at the house, okay? I primed it and fired it at the house, but I'm not gonna choke it. It's been from my house to here now, and so a lot of people get frustrated with Macs and they think to themselves, well, the Mac, oh, it's a piece of junk, it never starts. Well, that might be because you haven't taken the time to learn your saw. Learn its little nuances. They're all different. I've got Macs I can pick up and start with no choke, no nothing. They sit for 6 months. Then I got others that they just don't work that way. Everything's different with these animals. They're such a pleasure to run. I'm gonna just try and start it. What's in there? Oh yeah, okay. Let's see what happens. Plus I got a little bit of, let's see. It's funny, eh, this old saw. Let's see what happens. What's it gonna start like?
So friends, I just want to say, like these old saws, when you get into these old saws, you've got to make sure your rails and your chain and everything. So that's what we did kind of at the beginning. You guys have seen me sharpen power saws and do all this stuff for years, but that's the prep, that's the fun. Because when you get out here and dig into something like this, you want to know that your rails are good, your chain is sharp, the air cleaner's, you know, clean, ready to go, and the saw's at optimal operating temperature, so to speak, and you're in a good headspace. Because if you're not, and you're floundering around out there and you're not cutting good, your body's breaking down, your joints are getting roughed up, it's not smooth, your smoothity is turned into, you know, jackhammering the wood, and you're frustrated. And so spend the time and prep it up. Friends, there's so much cutting going on right now, and I just like to get out some of these old vintage saws for you because I know folks have been missing them. And I'm stronger again, so there's a total different mindset when you start running these saws, friends. It involves a lot more pulling on cords, tweaking, twisting, and just making it happen. You are in a totally different mindset, and you have to be to run these saws. So I'm loving them, bringing them to you. And let's just close this down with a little bit more of the Tin Man Super Pro 70. I love you all, friends. Work hard, be honest, and be kind. No real, right? There's always like hardly any discrepancy in, right? In length. I'm just so used to bucking it all to my stove. If someone said to me, Buckin, I want 15-inch, then I would measure it and cut it or get on a, see, that's about 12 inches right there. 12 to 13. All this wood is there, and there's a reason for it. And I've showed you my wood stove, friends, and I've showed you what the reasoning is behind it. So Macs aren't going to keep up to the new saws, and when I'm out doing this kind of work, I break out my Macs for some fun. Tin Man, massive shout out to you, brother. That 70, that we did something that we went too far in the intake. I think we've already discussed that, but dude, you made that saw scream. And I don't know what you've done to it, because I've run others like CP70s and Super 70. They don't do what that thing does. You actually turned that thing into a hot rod, but it's finicky. And but I love running that saw. It's light and fast, and it's got some pull, but not as much as it would be. Like they weren't. Let's say they weren't known for their pull. I should say that they weren't known for their pull. And Tin Man did wild things with that saw. So Tin Man, I want to get you another Mac at some point here, and you know, I'll get you another 850 when we find the right business, and we'll get her going. My buddy Bartown's down by the fire. Let's go down by the fire.